Hi, this is Jake from Optimus Futures, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to open up, configure, and trade through the DOM, otherwise known as a depth of market on Optimus Flow. Now, if this is your first exposure to Optimus Flow and you're interested in the platform, you're more than welcome to head down into the description below and sign up for a free 14-day trial of the Rhythmic data feed and the Optimus Flow platform. At the time of this video, keep in mind that we are still in beta stage. Once we release live, we'll provide more information on that, and you're still more than welcome to try out the demo. You can also click on the demo in the top right hand corner of this video right now, the little information card icon. You can go through there as well. Now to the topic of this video, let's show you how to open up and trade through a DOM. Now there's actually a couple different methods of executing through a depth of market on this platform, and there's several variants of a depth of market. But let's start with the most basic one, your average depth of market chart. You can open this up by going into the main menu at the top left-hand corner of Optimus Flow, clicking on that logo, and heading down into the trading panel. This is the green button section here, and we'll find DOM Trader. You can also find this in the toolbar at the top left of Optimus Flow. Keep in mind, all the buttons up here are favorites. You can favorite an icon by clicking on the star in the top right hand corner of its little icon here. So let's go ahead and open up the DOM Trader module, and here we have it. This is the depth of market. You can make this full screen if you like to view, all columns clearly, and you can move it around the platform as you wish. Now by default, there's going to be a couple default columns here. That's going to be the buy column. You're going to have the sell column as well. It's this corresponding green and red sides. Then you have bid and ask sides. You have price. You have imbalance in percentage, and then you have volume. If you right click on any of these columns, you can actually add a couple more. There's cumulative size, trades, and delta that are not activated by default. So please keep that in mind. Now for the actual trading. First, you're going to want to select your contract month. So you can do that in the top left-hand corner of the DOM Trader here. As of right now, the default is set to ES. You can double-click the search bar, either manually type in the contract you want to trade, or find the contract through our symbol viewer here, find the exchange, find your symbol, and then find the contract month. So here we have the March of the E-mini S&P, and there we have it. Now I prefer this to be a bit smaller here, so it's more condensed and I have a better view on it. So I'm going to just make that a little bit smaller. And now let's show you how to trade through it. So there's a couple different options. You can pop this out where my mouse is currently hovering over. This is the order entry panel. Now if you trade with multiple accounts, you can select those from here. As you can see, I only have one account currently connected, so that's the only option. But if you have multiple connections or multiple data feeds, you can swap back and forth. Underneath that, this is your quantity bar. You can manually type this in, or you can use the preset buttons down below. You can actually go into the DOM settings if you would like and customize your preset buttons. I'm not going to get into that in this video as it takes a little bit of customization, but it is possible to change the order defaults down here. Below that, we have the time in force, or the duration flags. Here we have day orders, fill or kill, good till cancel, or IOC. Next up, we have our bracket order section. You can individually enable one leg of your brackets, so you can just add a stop loss or take profit. You can use both sides, and then once your entry order hits, the opposite order or both legs of your bracket will essentially get entered in as well. Once one of the legs are hit, it acts as an OCO order and the other's canceled out. If you want more information on bracket orders, please look at the playlist for Optimus Flow, and you'll find a bracket orders dedicated video for just bracket orders. Now below that, we have our buy and sell orders. There's 3 buttons for each buy and sell side. So we have ask, bid, and market. Of course, like I said, each has a buy and sell associated with that. So just as an example, let's say we want to add a buy market order. All we need to do is left click on the green market order, click on yes, If you don't want these order confirmation windows to pop up and essentially activate one-click trading, which is more efficient but more risky, because if you accidentally click, there'll be no confirmation. Just click on don't show again. If you like these confirmation windows, just click yes and you can proceed on. So there we have it. We're filled at 32.34. Let's move the price column a little bit. So dead on 33.24. If you like, you can cancel out your order by clicking on the X here. If you need to, you can also modify the quantity by double clicking it. If you want to as well, you can actually left click, drag and hold on the TP or the SL. That's going to be your take profit or stop loss leg. So after the fact, you can adjust those as well. So just to give you an example, I hover over TP here, drag it up, press yes, and now I have a take profit order set, a limit order above my entry price. So once the market hits, that's going to stop me out and essentially flatten my order here. Again, you can click on the X to cancel it as needed. If you like to, you can also use the CXL button to cancel down in the bottom right here. You can reverse your position, which will just pretty much give you the opposite side of the market, or you can flatten out, which will essentially also close down your position. There's some other unique features here. We have cancel orders. You can just cancel the buy orders. You can cancel just sells. You can cancel only limits, or you can cancel stops. So you have quite a few options. Now, for those of you that are interested in entering the market with the stop order, you can do that by actually left clicking on the buy or sell column. But when you left click, make sure you're holding down the shift button. So all I need to do is hold down shift. I'm holding shift, and then I left click, let's say for a sell stop below the market. I click on yes, and there we have it. I have a stop order. Now, if you want to place a limit order, it's the same exact thing. Click on the corresponding buy or sell side, but this time all you need to do is just left click one of these columns. And there you have it. It'll put in a limit. So it depends on, of course, what side of the market you're clicking on. But yeah, just left click for a limit and shift left click for a stop. Just to show you these ease of access cancel buttons at the bottom, let me press cancel limits. My limits are canceled, and now I can cancel my stops. My stops are canceled. So that's pretty much a quick rundown of the DOM. Now, like I said, there's a couple other variants of a depth of market on this platform. Just to show you what those are, we also have the market depth. This is pretty much your, I guess you can compare it to a DOM as well, but it doesn't show the depth level. So it's just market depth, or excuse me, it doesn't show you the actual volume here. Excuse me, I accidentally opened just a DOM there, but we can actually use that as a good comparison. So here's the market depth, and of course it does have the trading levels as well. But compared to this, it's a bit more limited. So let's open up a regular DOM here. As you can see, just to compare, this is just going to give you the bid and ask size and price, while our regular depth of market trader is going to give you buy and sell columns as well that you could trade through. And it gives you imbalance in volume. So you can see they're a bit different, but they can both be used for trading. If you do need stop and limit entry orders, you're probably going to want to use the DOM depth of market. If you don't care about that too much and just want to, place your orders at the bid or ask or the market, you're more than welcome to use market depth. It's a bit cleaner in that aspect. Just an alternative for those of you that don't need to trade with volume. If you're trading Forex, the market depth may be a better option for you. Now, finally, we have the DOM surface. Now, this is pretty much going to be used as an analytical tool on top of being able to trade through it, of course. As you can see, it pretty much creates a heat map for you and shows you areas of liquidity in the market. Now, I'm going to use another video to explain this more in depth here, and we'll have to wait to see if any of the data populates. There we go. As you can see, these highlighted circles, red or green, are going to show you spikes of volatility in highly traded areas. So again, this is just another alternative. This does support keyboard shortcuts, which you can actually activate up here. Here we do have size and cumulative and imbalance as well as we have seen on the regular depth of market. And of course, as we've seen, you can trade through this as well. Now, the trading is a bit different. And like I said, I'm going to cover a whole video just on the dome surface that covers keyboard trading, mouse trading, and order entry. Your regular order entry panel is a bit more limited on this compared to the other versions of the dome. But this is more of an analytical tool. You may want to keep your trading separated on a separate dome or something else, just a regular order entry ticket. There's a couple different color schemes you can customize here, and there's some quick settings you can adjust as well, such as depth levels, max trade size, and max levels as well. So just an alternative for depth of market. Just wanted to show you all the different options. That's going to cover it for this video. If you do have any questions, please visit the comment section down below or head over to our community forum, community.optimusfutures.com. It's linked in the description as well. Again, if you want to try a demo of Optimus Flow, the demo sign up link is down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed.